My dear students, how are you? I am Richard Kokon Paul, science teacher of Milestone College, class 6. Today, our chapter 10, you know the chapter name is motion. I want to discuss today lesson 11 and 12. Our online CW number is 54. So, students, let's get started. Students, already you have know that our title name is motion. That means chapter name is motion. So what does it mean actually motion? Yes, I'm confident you know about the definition of motion. Okay, so our you know already that our today's topics is acceleration, retardation, excessive motion, definitely high speed. So if any driver drive the car or vehicles high speed, so definitely the it will be causes accident. The matter of risks of life. So our book page is 105 and 106. Student, listen very carefully. Okay. So I hope in the discussion you can understand the full lesson very clearly. Okay. Before discuss the main topic, you should know about something like speed. So what does it mean actually speed? Do you have any idea? Yes, it's absolutely right. You have already learned from your previous lesson, speed. The distance traveled by an object in unit time is called its speed. Okay, so speed has only magnitude, not particular direction. That means if you think about the speed, definitely it has only the magnitude, but don't have any particular direction. You remember this condition obviously. Okay. Now, yes, velocity. If you want to learn about the acceleration, so definitely you have to know the velocity also. Why? Because velocity is also a important things for our knowing the chapter. Okay. So velocity, what is the definition? Well, speed in a particular direction is called velocity. You know, the velocity has two uh, obviously the velocity have the particular direction. Without particular direction, you cannot say this is create any velocity. Okay, if you say the velocity formula, so velocity equal to displacement divided by time. So displacement means distance in a particular direction. Definitely, I told that is velocity should be in a particular direction, but speed don't have any particular direction. So distance in a particular direction divided by time. Velocity has both particular magnitude and direction. Okay. So what is the difference? If I ask what is the difference between speed and velocity? You already understood. The velocity have the particular direction and magnitude. And speed don't have any particular direction, only it has magnitude. Okay, you must remember these facts. Students, yes, now we are already entered our main topic, that is lesson number 11. So what is acceleration? Before going to discuss this acceleration, I just tell you something about this. Example, when you drive a car, especially motorbike, so that time you know with your right hand you will move the accelerator. Why? Because you want to go fast, faster to fast to faster. And if you go on to fastest, so definitely you have to move the accelerator to increase your speed. So that again the car also. If you press the accelerator, so definitely your car speed will be increased. So accelerator is very important for increasing your speed. So what is the definition? Accelerator is the rate of increase in velocity with time or increase in velocity per second. Understood the definition? Okay, later on I will discuss more. So acceleration formula is equal to total increase in velocity divided by time. You remember this formula because this is very important when you do any sum from these chapters. So you have to use this formula as well. Okay, students, you can understood this is example I have given. So see, suppose a motorcycle was running with a velocity of 20 meter per second. As a result of pressing on the accelerator by the driver, the motorcycle was going with more velocity. I told when you just use your accelerator and when you increase your accelerator, definitely your speed also increase and your velocity also increase. Suppose the velocity of the motorcycle was increasing at the rate of 5 meter per second. Okay. The next step, the primary or initial velocity of the motorcycle was 20 kilometer per second. Now see how it will be increased. After 1 second, the velocity increase and it will be definitely 25 meter per second. 2 seconds later, the velocity increases and it will be come to 30 meter per second. 35 meter per second increase after 3 seconds later. And 4 seconds later, definitely the velocity increases and it will come to 40 meter per second. Finally, when 5 seconds already has done or completed, that the velocity increases and finally it will come 45 meter per second. So what we have seen here? Yes, we have seen here every second it will increases 5 meter per second. So you easily understand that by the increasing of time, the velocity also increasing simultaneously. Okay. So see the amount of velocity increasing per second is the acceleration. Complete. Here the velocity increases per second is 5 meter per second. Hence acceleration per second is 5 meter per second, which can be written as 5 meter per second square. If the total increase of velocity and total time unknown, the acceleration can be easily find out. So students, listen very carefully. Here the initial velocity was 20 meter per second and final velocity was 45 meter per second. Here the initial velocity was 20 meter per second and the final velocity was 45 meter per second. Hence, the total increase in velocity is final velocity minus initial velocity. So what is the final velocity? Yes, 45 meter per second. What is the initial velocity? That means when the motorbike start to move, that time it will be 20 meter per second. If you subtract, so you will get 25 meter per second. The total time taken is what? 5 seconds. Hence, if you want to use the formula, what is the acceleration? Acceleration total increase in velocity divided by total time. So total increase of velocity is 25 meter per second. And what is the time? 5 seconds. So if you divide it, so we will get the 5 meter per second square. Even confusion? Yes, it's so easy. Students, yes, though this formula is not written like this way, but I have given you for your better understanding. Okay, so just you can see. So here is A. A represent for acceleration. Okay, and V represent for the velocity. Okay, so VF means, that is final velocity. Then V0 means initial velocity divided by time. Okay, and here is velocity also. So F means final. Okay, so velocity, the final velocity, acceleration, and x0 divided by time. So here also the final velocity equal to the initial velocity plus acceleration into time. You understand? This is so easy. Okay, here I have just I've seen you. The acceleration is 1 meter per second. What is the velocity? It's 4 meter per second. I just show you the comparison of velocity and the acceleration. Okay, so see, here is a car. So car is moving here. So it is, the upper one is velocity and lower one is acceleration. Okay, so students, here you will see if how we can calculating the acceleration or calculate the acceleration, and acceleration can be calculated if we know the change in velocity and the time taken for the change to happen. So acceleration, change in velocity, acceleration already I told, the change in velocity, that means the final velocity minus the initial velocity divided by time. This can be written as v minus u. Here divided by t. Here a equal to acceleration I told, v equal to the final velocity, u equal to initial velocity. Here is written u, but we can use the v0 as well. Okay, t what time is taken for change the velocity. For your better understand, I just explain the things. Now, easily you can understand that I try to give the comparison of the velocity and acceleration. So velocity here is written impiled on speed of an object, and this side acceleration impiled on change in velocity. Number two, displacement divided by time, velocity divided by time. It tells us speed of an object. It tells us change in the velocity. Its unit is meter per second. Its unit is per second square. That means meter per second square. You understand? That means if the exam time come, what is the difference between velocity and acceleration? So easily you can write it, I hope. Now, our second topic, that is retardation. This is very easy. The rate of decrease in velocity per unit of time is called negative acceleration or retardation. If you want to understand retardation in one sentence, the negative acceleration is called retardation. Hence, the retardation is negative acceleration or deceleration. So, example, in the above example, the velocity of the motorcycle was increasing 5 meter per second. If the driver pressed on the brake in case of accelerator, then the motion of the motorcycle becomes slower. Its velocity may decrease to 5 meter per second. Here, the rate of decrease in velocity of the motorcycle per unit time is the retardation. So, do you understand? This is so easy. So, if you see the retardation or the negative retardation, so see, there is one vehicle is going to up. So that is also the example of negative acceleration. Okay, that means negative acceleration is means the retardation. You remember these things. Okay, here I will just ask you some question as like your class. So this is very easy. Already you have learned, I hope. So what is acceleration? I hope you easily you can give the answer. and it is already tracking your brain. So what is retardation? Deep confusion? I don't think so. Okay, write down the laws of acceleration. Very simple. You can easily write the law of acceleration. Now, our lesson 12 topic. This is easier than the lesson 11. So let's see. Excessive motion or high speed or risks of life. Okay. So let's see. In our country, many forms of accident, road accident are taking place daily. One of the cause of this accident is driving the vehicles with high speed. Hence, the drivers of bus, truck, or car also drive with high speed fall victims of road accident. As a result, many people lost their life, many people are injured, and some of them become handicapped for the rest of their lives. So it is better not to drive bus, truck, lorry, and car in high speed. If anyone drives fast, they are to be restricted from doing so. Students, easily you understand this is the natural phenomena in our daily life. When you travel somewhere, you have seen that some drivers, especially they are not concerned about the accident and then concerned about the upcoming problem. You know, they are further intentionally, they have drive not seriously, they have drive without intentionally and causes accident. They drive fast and they also the responsible for the huge amount of life. So students, it should not, because you know if one time accidents, it will be cry for whole life. We should alert about that. Okay. So see, the chance of accident is more in narrow roads, at the turning of roads and on the bridges. If the vehicles move fast in these spots, accidents are more likely to occur. There is specified speed limits in many parts of roads. Vehicles should be driven following the speed limit that is shown on the road signs. When you will grown up, do not drive vehicles with high speed and discourage others to do so. Students, you are concerned people. Okay, so if you think there is someone driving carelessly, or they are not actually careful about their driving, or they just drive intentionally so speedway, so you have to tell them, so don't drive like this way. If you drive like this way, it will causes a serious problem, serious accident. And you also careful about that. If you have bike or car or anything, any vehicle, so please don't drive so fast. Drive slowly, carefully, and obviously seriously. If you do like this way, I think you can save life and you can save your car and your life as well. So as a careful people, as a concerned people, you know, uh, anytime, anytime accident can create. The roads, you know, the nowadays the Dhaka city roads are very busy, and anytime the rickshaw puller or any types of vehicles or any kinds of passers-by come in front of your car or vehicles. So you have to be careful about that, and you have to drive so carefully and serious. If you do to do so, I hope you can escape the accident, you can escape any kinds of dangerous problem. Okay, so again feedback. uh, Name of the main cause of road accident in our country. I hope this is the easiest question for you, and you can explain more than me. because you know when you open newspaper or see the TV news or any kinds of news, you will see there are lots of accident happening every day, and you also know the reason. So how vehicles should be driven? I told already how you should be driven and what way the others people should drive the car and vehicle. So listen about that. Okay. So students, our today's discussion is over, and now I want to give you the homework. So homework number is 30. You have to learn and you have to solve this math. Okay. So our math is Mr. Rashid traveled 10 kilometers towards north on a bicycle in the morning. After returning back, he traveled 4 kilometers towards south. Okay, so what distance did he travel and how many kilometers was his displacement? Here is two things. You understood? One is total distance, another is displacement. So what is the total distance? So 10 kilometers towards north and 4 kilometers towards south. So 10 kilometers and 4 kilometers. If you add it, it will be 14 kilometers. That means total distance between the different two direction, it will be 14 kilometers. What is the displacement? Displacement formula, can you remember? Yeah, that is final velocity minus what? Initial velocity. So 10 minus 4, it will be 6 kilometers. By this way, you can solve the math. I hope you understood the whole discussion very nicely, and you also enjoy the class, and you so thank you. Bye bye all of you. Bye bye.